of MoU between the Center for Cyber Law and Innovation and IOGA, and also for the special guest lecture by eminent speaker Professor H.C. George Moon. The entire event will be of 1 hour. The participants are requested to keep themselves mute for an uninterrupted session. Now, I would like to invite our Honorable Dean Sir, Professor Dr. Yugal Kishore, for the welcome address. Sir.
Thank you very much, Madam Prachi Mishra ji. Good afternoon to everyone. Today is a historical day for Icfai Law School, Dehradun, because the Center for Cyber Law and Innovation, Icfai Law School, Icfai University, Dehradun, is formally signing an MoU with ILTES Global Academy, that is full form is Infinity Online Global Academy, Hyderabad. On this occasion, I wholeheartedly welcome each and everyone present here. At the outset, I am indebted to the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Muddu Vinay sir, and Registrar Brigadier Rajiv Sethi ji, who has been kind enough to give permission and advice to initiate a Center of Excellence in Cyber Law and Innovation at the Icfai Law School, and encouraged from time to time to conduct various activities of the center. Further, today's event is also at the is because of the initiation and encouragement of our authorities. So I am very much grateful to my authorities, and I thank from the core of heart to our Vice Chancellor Sahab and Registrar Sahab. I further take this opportunity to wholeheartedly welcome the Professor Dr. George Moon, an expert in the field of blockchain technology, cryptocurrency, Internet of Things, and other very innovative matters, innovative technologies, who has not only kindly consented, but has accepted to present a special guest lecture on this occasion. I know, sir, you are a very, very busy professor, but even then you have spared your valuable time. So I, from the core of my heart, thank you, sir, and side by side, and I welcome you this ceremony. I am very fortunate to have my great friend, well-wisher, guide, with whom my colleague also at NLU Assam, Professor Dr. M.K. Bhandari Sahab, who has always been a motivating and encouraging source to me to undertake various activities. On this occasion, I welcome Mr. and Mrs. Bhandari Sahab, and I wholeheartedly thank both Professor Bhandari Sahab and his Mrs. my Bhabiji. I take this opportunity also to express my heartfelt thanks to a very sincere, dedicated, hardworking, and team-spirited faculty, the convener of this particular Center for Cyber Law and Innovation, Ms. Prachi Mishra, and another colleague of his, Mr. Akhilesh Dureja, who have been working untiringly to see that this particular center performs various activities by which we are capable of imparting education to our students as well as different masses. I welcome my faculty members, and above all, the most importantly, the academic coordinator of this particular event. I welcome our the IQAC chairman also, Professor Dr. V.N. Saxena ji. I will be failing in my duty if I do not welcome and thank all my dear academic, all my dear academicians and professors who are there on this particular platform of Zoom as well as on YouTube to see, to visualize this particular ceremony and side by side get enlightened by the special guest lecture by Professor Dr. John Maud. With this, I thank everyone here. And now I hand over the mic to Miss Prachi Mishra.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, before moving forward, the center would like to express its gratitude by a virtual
Prachi,
present in our event.
now you saw it. Your voice was breaking.
Yes,
please,
sir.
Please, थोड़ा ठीक से, थोड़ा पास आके कर लो, है ना? Prachi, madam, your voice was breaking. Yes. At that time, no, that's why I interrupted.
Before moving forward, the center would like to no problem, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Before moving forward, the center would give a virtual bouquet to our eminent persons present in the meeting. To our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor Dr. Madhu Vinay, Sir, kindly accept our gratitude. To Professor Dr. H.C. George Mould, Sir. To Professor M.K. Bhandari, Sir.
Thank you. I accept it. And I am feeling the fragrance of roses in this bouquet. I can sense the fragrance of roses and your goodwill in this bouquet.
Thank you very much, sir. We are very kind.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much, sir, to grace us. And thank you so much, sir. Last but not the least, the pillar of this event, Professor Dr. Yugal Kishore. Sir, thank you so much for your unconditional support.
Thank you, Prachi. It's very beautiful. I'm very thankful to you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to invite our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, for the address note. Sir?
Sir is kind address. Sir is not here. Sir.
No, sir, I'm there.
Okay,
tell me, sir.
Sir, just little blessings.
No, sir, you are elder to me. I am elder to you. So I need your blessings, sir.
Sir.
Positions side. Age-wise, you are my elder, sir. We are there with you, sir. We are there with you.
Sir.
Sir, am I right, no, sir? Bhandari, sir?
Yes, sir.
You people are elder to me. So
no, sir.
You should give the blessings to us.
We all are partners in this process of learning and sharing of our knowledge. It's a joint venture.
Yes, sir.
I invite our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor Dr. Madhu Vinay for the address note. Sir.
I think, first of all, good evening to all of you. My hearty congratulations to both the organizations, IOGA and IGO, for signing this MoU. My special appreciation to Dr. H.C. George Malt, who is there today with us and given his time to be there today and give his expertise to our faculty members and the students. I'm also grateful and thankful to Professor and Dr. Mahendra Kumar Bhandari, who is there today to have the signing of this MoU. And I'm also grateful to my Dean, Dr. Yugal Kishore, who is taking forward the Icfai Law School, one of the top law school in India. So just I wanted to give an introduction of Icfai University Dehradun, because Dr. George is a new one. So that I wanted to just give the introduction. This Icfai University group has, 11 universities and 9 business schools. Out of 11 universities, Icfai Dehradun is one of the university which is being approved by the state government, and is a private university which was established in 2003. When it comes to the Icfai University Dehradun is ranked 44th in world in industrial relations. I think we got this honor last year. I think it is done by URI world ranking. And other than that, when it comes to specifically the law, we are number 1 in India. Now, I cannot say that India, but number 1 in North India and number 1 in Uttarakhand. And the expertise of Dr. Egul Kishore from last 2 years and changed the Icfai Law School entirely, the environment completely. And he has established various centers in the Icfai Law School, and he is also having lot of MOUs and all the things. Again, on the Saturday, we are signing with NLU Bhopal. Again, that is one more achievement by Dr. Egul Kishore. And maximum students of Icfai Dehradun are the law students. We have 1,500 law students. We are giving a quality education, and we are planning to make it one of the best law school in the country in the coming years. And we are very grateful to the other organization who are signing this MOU. And I'm very thankful to Egul Kishore and Mahendra Kumar Bhandari, who is taking forward and signing this MOU. All the best from IUD and all the best from the Mahendra Kumar Bhandari sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Very kind of you. Very kind.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes. Please take.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to take the privilege of introducing the Center for Cyber Law and Innovation. This center was established in the year 2020 under Icfai Law School, Icfai University, Dehradun, with the following members. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir Madhu Vinay, Professor Dr. Madhu Vinay as the Chief Advisor, Brigadier Rajiv Sethi as the Advisor, our Honorable Dean in Charge, Sir Professor Dr. Yugal Kishore as the Director, Mrs. Monica Kharola as the Deputy Director. She is also the Academic Coordinator of Icfai Law School, Dehradun. I as the convener. Then we have three expert members, Dr. A. Nagaratna, who is an Associate Professor of Law in NLSIU Bangalore. She is also the Chief Coordinator of Advanced Center on Research, Development and Training at NLSIU Bangalore. Mr. Atul Kumar Pandey, Assistant Professor at NLIU Bhopal. He is also the Chairperson of Rajiv Gandhi National Cyber Law Center, Tripathi, Assistant Professor, Icfai Law School, the Icfai University, Dehradun. Since its establishment, the center has been working actively and efficiently to spread knowledge, create awareness, and conduct research on cyber law and security. We have conducted several activities to further this cause. We started with a national webinar with Dr. A. Nagaratna as a keynote speaker, followed by various quizzes, workshops, and conferences. And now, moving forward to contribute more to cyber law, we are here with immense pleasure signing an MoU with IOGA, which is one of the leading global academy, providing unique platform to discuss and work in this field. With this, I invite Mrs. Monica Kharola to introduce Professor M.K. Bhandari, the Director of IOGA.
Thank you, Prachi. Can you hear me?
Yes, madam. Yes, thank you.
Thank you. So it's my pleasure to introduce to all the participants Professor M.K. Bhandari, who has more than 43 years of teaching, research, and mentoring experience, while administration also in various institutes of higher education, and playing key role in the establishment of institutions of higher education. Professor Bhandari has established India's pioneering educational startup styled Infinity Law Tech Educational Services ILTS on highly transformative technologies like blockchain, artificial intelligence, fintech, and IoT, with focus on their interface with regulatory compliances. He has set up a world-class global academy, ILTS, Global Online Academy, IOGA, for studies, research, training, and consultancy in the domain of technology and law. Sir has been a visiting faculty of various eminent institutions such as NLU Assam and mentor on blockchain and cryptocurrency. He has also been the director, legal affairs and legal education at NMIMS Mumbai. He was also the dean and director of Amity University Mumbai. He had been assistant professor as well as dean and director, faculty of law, JNV University, Jodhpur. Sir has done his PhD in law in 1991 from JNVU Jodhpur. Sir has made large contributions in the field of law through his publications on topics such as legal aid, paralegal volunteer scheme in India, basic structure of Indian Constitution, a critical reconsideration, emerging jurisprudence of intellectual property rights, etc. He has more than 80 research papers in international and national journals, and he has been an active participant in the presentation of papers in national and international conferences and organization of national seminars, moot courts, symposium, and workshops. We welcome you, sir, to this MoU ceremony. Thank you for coming to Icfai for this event. Thank you, Prachi.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I invite Professor Dr. M.K. Bhandari himself to give us a brief profile about IOGA. Sir.
Good afternoon to all. Honorable the Vice Chancellor of Icfai University, Dehradun, Professor MoU Vinay, Professor Dr. George Mold from Germany, the Bitcoin co-founder and one of the leading educational champion in the domain of blockchain, IoT, smart cities, and other emerging technologies. My dear friend and the Dean of the Icfai Law School, Dehradun, Professor Yugal Kishore, a dedicated and dynamic legal scholar, reshaping the Icfai Law School, Dehradun. Angelica Riffling from Austria, our IOGA member. Other IOGA members present here, members from the Icfai Law School, Prachi Mishra, the convener of the Center for Cyber Law and Innovation, who is our co-partner in this MOU. Manisha Kharola ma'am, thank you for introducing me. I feel humbled. And all guests who are present in this MOU signing ceremony. At the outset, I wish to the Vice Chancellor, Professor MoU Vinay, and Professor Yugal Kishore for selecting IOGA to be the partner in our joint effort of learning, sharing, and value addition in the domain of emerging technologies such as blockchain, cryptocurrencies, cyber law, cyber security, data protection, and all those areas which are highly transformational and which are going to rule and dominate our life in coming years. And also, being the scholar from the legal domain, we are equally concerned and we are equally engaged in creating a proper legal environment, a legal ecosystem for regulating these high-end transformational technologies so that we can get the proper and the better use of these technologies. Friends, the ILTES Online Global Academy, IOGA, is a 1-year-old baby of ILTES, that is Infinity Law Tech Educational Services. Infinity Law Tech Educational Services is India's one of the pioneering global learning and academy, which is engaged in imparting teaching, research, training, consultancy, advisory in the field of transformational technologies and its interface with the regulatory ecosystem. The IOGA, which was created in the month of February 2020, during the onset of the COVID pandemic, we established this academy with the object to connect the global learning platforms via online and virtual mode, because the physical interaction was restricted and later on it was almost stopped. So through this online global academy, we have a team of around 85 national and international experts connected with this academy. Our friend Professor George Mould, Angelica, Professor Yugal Kishore is also honorary member. Through this global academy, we are imparting courses on blockchain technology and their interrelation with other technologies. Recently, we have conducted an international course as blockchain advisor, in which Professor George Mould was one of our main faculty member. And we have also conducted courses for different universities, introductory courses in the emerging technologies. We have conducted the global conference in which experts from 17 countries participated, and our Speaker of the Lok Sabha, Honorable Shri Om Bidla ji, inaugurated it. Directors from IITs and IIMs, they also participated, and this was on the holistic approach toward COVID pandemic and how it is going to affect and how technology is going to help in alleviating the sufferings from COVID. We have been constantly and regularly conducting internships for law and technology education students and those who are interested. We are also conducting other programs, webinars, short-term courses, and other activities, academic activities. We are also consulting with the Niti Aayog, with the Ministry of Electronics and IT, and we are giving our inputs on the recent changes which are going to happen and on which we are witnessing a lot of developments in the field of cryptocurrencies, as the government is planning to ban cryptocurrencies. So we are providing them the pros and cons of such move. So in this way, through various activities, we are making our humble effort in creating an ecosystem and in engaging our young aspirational youth who want to learn and know about these technologies. And in this series, I am happy that we, Professor Yugal Kishore and we discussed that we are open to any collaboration with institutions, and we are already in collaboration with the NLU Assam, where earlier Professor Yugal Kishore has worked as senior professor. So we thought that let us join our hands and let us add value addition to each other's journey of exploring and innovation. Since you have the Center for Cyber Law and Innovation, so it augurs well that we join together, and I believe that 1 and 1 is 11, not just 2. So with that spirit, we thought let us join together, and I'm happy that we could draw out a mutually win-win situation MoU and your authorities like Honorable Vice Chancellor has approved this venture, and today is the time when we are signing it. In fact, we were to sign on 23rd of January, but unfortunately, one of the faculty member of the Icfai Law School, Dr. Rohit, suddenly passed away. He was our member also of IOGA Academy, and it was a really great shock for all of us. I pay my tribute to the departed soul, and on that same day we decided that we will postpone it for later date, and I am happy that this date has come today. And to witness this ceremony, we have Major Dr. V.N. Saxena, and to address the audience, we have Professor George Mould, and to bless all of us as the head of the institution, we have the Vice Chancellor. So in the august presence of all of you, I'm sure that we are going to have an auspicious start, and in time to come, we will conduct a lot of programs of mutual interest via this MOU. Thank you, Professor Yuval Kishore, and thank you all of you. Namaskar. Over to you, Prachi.
Thank you so much, sir. We indeed feel. Thank you so much, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes.
Thank you, sir. We indeed feel privileged to collaborate with you, sir. Now I again invite Mrs. Monica Kharola, the academic coordinator of Icfai Law School, Dehradun, to give us a brief introduction for our eminent keynote speaker, Professor Dr. H.C. George Mould. Ma'am.
Thank you, Prachi. Now I would like to introduce Professor George Mould, who was born in Germany and is a technologist and one of the founders of Bitcoin. Professor George has founded several Bitcoin businesses and brings knowledge of masses through his international Satoshi School of Initiative. His Satoshi School is one of the renowned schools in the world, keeping the idea of Bitcoin and the fundamental knowledge alive and make it available to the mainstream for adoption. It has the simple mission to provide expert education and knowledge on blockchain technology in an accessible and affordable way. Founding Satoshi Consulting and Education, he has implemented a company which offers consulting and implementation of DLT technologies and the first academic course in these technologies, becoming a consultant and advisor for new technologies with a joint venture of Infinity Law Tech Educational Services. Satoshi Kon implemented regulations, framework topics to expertise courses. Professor George is a top-ranked trainer and speaker on cryptocurrencies who offers deep level and trusted education on this pioneering technology as this changes the world. He was awarded as Speaker Excellence Trainer in 2017 and 2018, and also with the Blockchain Community Award issued by Coinsbank. He has 51% shareholding in very valuable companies and has founded nearly 150 charity projects which are working as part of these companies. On his educational channels on Facebook and YouTube, he informs all his followers daily about the latest news in the crypto world in German and English. He has, in 2018, published his first book, Die Generation Bitcoin, in German, and The Bitcoin Generation in English. Professor George is member of the Government Blockchain Association and has become the member of the European Charter Leadership. We welcome you, sir, to this signing in ceremony, and it's a privilege to have you. Thank you. Over to you, Prachi.
Thank you, ma'am. We indeed are very happy to have Professor Mould among us.
Prachi, you invite Professor Mould. Prachi, are you not capable of hearing?
Yeah, Professor
So,
Mould,
yes.
please start. Over to
Yeah.
you.
Professor Mould, sir, please come and start, please.
Yeah. Thank you for the introduction, and I'm very proud to be here. And if you heard, we have partnered and in an association with IOTA and IOGA for educational services, and I'm very proud to be part of that with Dr. Bandari, who I met on a conference a couple of weeks and months and years ago. So we had a lot of time to discuss on all these projects and discuss on all the field and aspects of regulation in blockchain technology, DLT, and new technologies like AI and robotics and what's coming up. And I'm very proud of the mindset and the work Dr. Professor Bandari has done that's lead me here to get know of you all here, because in this field, you said it, I'm very firm and I'm worldwide acting. Normally we travel around the world and visit the people, like Professor Dr. Bandari is a visiting professor. We do the same. And with the beginning of Bitcoin, there has been a change in the way how we act today, how we transmit informations and how we transmit, for example, ownership. So that leads into a lot of questionable reasons why we should regulate this. And actually, all the countries in the world want to regulate it. So on the other side, we have a very controversial discussion about the topic of Bitcoin, which I will say will always stay, because Bitcoin is unconfiscatable. So you can't take it away from the people. So we have to build an environment around all the stuff which makes it comfortable for everyone. What we have seen in the past 10 years, 11 years, the adoption of Bitcoin, for example, led into more democracy, because now people in countries who are not like living in the democracy like you or we Germans or in other parts of the world have a little part where they can get freedom. For example, Chinese people had a lot of trouble in the past to get into the international markets by regulations and everything, and they can surpass that and bypass this. And the first time China was fighting all these things, and now they accepted that they can't stop the people from doing it, and they worked around all of that. So a lot of businesses coming from China to Europe are funded by Bitcoins, for example. So what we also see is that the digital ledger technology has changed the way how we transact and have information. We're talking about topics like Internet of Things today. Everyone is connected. And also, this field is growing very, very fast, and in a way that we need ethical rules in that. We need rules for the power of freedom, for example. So, and this is only possible if we always know every side of the story. So if you only see one side of the story, it could come to the point, as we have seen in India, that we had to ban cryptocurrencies because they didn't understand in the first row that cryptocurrencies necessary to support DLT technologies because of the funding and as a leading instrument to pay via smart contracts, for example. So this understanding is good work, for example, was what IOTA has done, talking to the Supreme Court minister and everything in there. So the work of Dr. Bandari has fruition in all of that. So now we have I'm proud that we have the situation that the regulations in India is still not that comfortable, maybe like in the US or in Europe, but we are very fast in India compared to other inventions, which take maybe 15 years until we had the first stock exchange. Yes. So this is the work of all of you, because if we stay mind open for new technologies and we are not hanging around on old mechanism too much, we can change the economy. Because if you use DLT, if you use Bitcoin or whatever, we must change the way how we regulate the economy behind. Because the old model, what you see now in the pandemic, for example, has a big problem of inflation, creating more debts, creating more poverty. So with this technology, we can make a breakthrough. But it needs regulations which are taking care about that, taking care about the future of our children and grandchildren. So this is something which is our inheritance we have to give away for the future generations. And I believe strongly with the work and the connections, and that's why I like your joint venture here also, and that's why I'm proud here is we have to connect in a way that we understand each other, that we have an understanding of different cultural interests, and we do not kill the cultural interests by law. So it is a different if I'm growing up in India and living in India with all the circumstances, or you grew up in Europe and with all this with all these circumstances. So this technology is not only a bridge in how we can trace and regulate and see what people are doing. This should be also a bridge of communication, because this is the very first time that people can come together all around the world by communication, by interacting with transaction of ownership, for example, and we move a little bit closer together. Like the motor was given us the idea how we can drive to the next town, and the electricity was given us a comfortable way to design our lives, because now we are in a better way, in a better mood. This technology can provide us with the solution for a lot of problems we had run for years. And this is what we will teach the people. This is what my education is doing. This is what we are doing. We give a bright insight of this technology, not only from a knowledge point, but also we show how we can adopt this technology in a way that it is working for everyone in a manner that is in a good sense. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for such an interesting and enriching session. We feel really privileged to have you with us. Now, moving forward for the much awaited signing ceremony. I invite Professor Dr. Yugal Kishore to sign the MoU. Sir.
Prachi, am I visible and audible? Okay, so I sign.
So now you are visible and audible.
You can show it. You can show it on the screen. The signing,
okay, after signing, I'll show it, sir. I've signed it. Please see. It has been signed by me.
Okay, thank you.
Now I request Professor Bhandari Sahab.
Thank you so much, sir.
Now I request Professor Bhandari Sahab to please
yes,
sign.
yes.
Thank you
I am
so
doing
much,
the
sir.
same. It's a honor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's a honor. I am signing it. You have already sent me your signed copy. So now I am signing it. And with this signing, this MoU becomes executable and comes into force. So it is on 10th of February 2021. I can show you on this. If you can show.
Yes, yes, sir. We are capable of seeing it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
So let us exchange our greetings.
Sir,
and let us clap for it.
Yes.
So
now I congratulate you, sir. That I am, and I thank you for being with us in this venture of taking forward the internet technology.
So with
immense pleasure.
Hello.
Prachi, your voice is not audible. Please
I'm
make.
happy to announce that we have with you, sir.
Yes, now it is there. Sir, thank you, Prachi. It is visible. Thank you.
Yes, the operational.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
so am I audible now?
Yes, you are audible. You are audible.
So
thank you so much.
Thank you all who have been instrumental in executing this MoU, and with this signing of MoU.
Thank you so much, sir.
I think we have
immense pleasure. We are happy to announce that we have.
Yeah. So
now I request Professor Bhandari Sahab, please speak something about this.
Sure.
At this occasion.
So first of all, let us congratulate and greet each other that today at this time we have signed the memorandum of understanding between the Icfai University Dehradun Law School Center for Cyber Law and Innovation and ILTES Online Global Academy. And with this signing of MoU, we accept the big responsibility and a challenge to make it functional in the best possible manner and in the larger interest of our stakeholders, especially our students and our young faculty members, for whom we can add value to their knowledge, especially in the field of cyber law, cyber security, cyber crimes, and data protection, and new age technologies like blockchain, fintech, AI, robotics. And I'm happy to share that we have a dedicated team of members, especially like George Moult, who are global experts, and they will be always available to render and offer their services, be it running of the courses, be it imparting of training, conduct of our national and international webinars in virtual mode. And also we can plan now with the opening of the restrictions and easing out of the situation, we are sure that we will be able to meet each other, visit each other institution, and conduct physical programs for the benefit of our students and faculty members. Friends, it's my pleasure to share with you some of the major areas in which we are working. We are planning to working, and now with this signing, we undertake the responsibility, and these major areas which we have jointly identified after in-depth consultation with Professor Yugal Kishore and Prachi. These are the areas such as blockchain technology, cryptocurrencies, fintech, financial technologies, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence. In all these areas, the world over, new developments and new innovations and new experiments are being done every day. And India, our Niti Aayog is also, and our Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, is also very keen to have a digital transformation in India. And this pandemic has given us an opportunity. It was a challenge that how fast we can adopt digital transformation. And this online learning has helped us in continuing our learning and imparting knowledge. So with that, we have identified that we will conduct joint awareness in the field of these technologies and their regulatory interfaces. We will offer in time to come degree, diploma, and certificates program, short-term and long-term programs, which will be designed in mutual consultation, and they will be imparted in online as well as physical mode, depending upon the situations. We will conduct research in these areas, joint academic research. We will also conduct faculty development program. IOGA has already done one faculty development program. And we will now continue to explore doing it jointly. We will also do capacity building programs. We will train our faculty members, even the lawyers, because in time to come, we are going to witness a lot of cases relating to fintech, online transactions, blockchain technology, because the scope of blockchain technology is so vast. DLT system, cyber law, and data protection. Soon we are going to have a data protection law. So in all these new areas, we will conduct capacity building programs for advocates and even for our young judicial officers. We will also create educational material for reading and discussion. We will do consultancy services. Icfai is India's one of the leading institutions, as Honorable Vice Chancellor has informed us. And since the headquarters is at Hyderabad, where I am presently stationed, so I have had the privilege of meeting the top authorities of Icfai in Hyderabad also on number of occasions. So with the help of your institution and your center, we will offer consultancy services, and of course we will offer national and international events such as conferences, seminars, symposia, workshops, and already Professor Yugal Kishore and I are in talks for conduct of international uh, conference uh, in online mode somewhere in the month of April, and details and modalities will be worked out and will be shared with all soon. So in this way, this MOU will facilitate and accelerate our partnership, and we are sure that we will create a value addition and we will contribute in the vast pool of knowledge and research uh, jointly. And on behalf of IOGA, I feel it an honor, a privilege to be associated with the Icfai Law University, Dehradun, and its law school and the Center for Cyber Law. And I'm sure that in time to come, we will definitely, our ties will further strengthen, and we will do our best with mutual understanding and mutual respect. Thank you, all the authorities, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Yugal Kishore, and all other authorities who have facilitated this MOU. And thank you very much, and best wishes to all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Prachi, are you available?
Sir, may I close the meeting, sir?
No, 1 minute. I will be speaking something, and vote of thanks will be there. So, Prachi is here. Prachi.
So could you listen to me, please?
Sir. Sir, net is not working for Prachi. Anyway, so now, in fact, I take this opportunity to speak something before all of you. In fact, once long back, our Professor Bhandari Sahab, he came to NLU Assam, and he delivered a lecture on blockchain technology. I was very much impressed. And at that time also, I found that sir, I requested sir to join there in NLU Assam as a visiting faculty. Sir was very kind. He was there. So we were associated for quite a long time. I learned a little bit. But then my quest for learning did not solve there because I did not get enough time to be there with sir. So after that, after my retirement from NLU Assam, I got an opportunity to work here. And then after a few days back, we opened this particular Center for Environmental Law and Innovative Technologies. So I remember immediately that my very good well-wisher, guide, supervisor, and whatnot, sir is there. So I must associate with him to learn more, to work more in this field. So today I'm very, very fortunate. I'm very, very thankful to sir that sir has accepted my invitation, and sir has been very kind to sign this MOU. Now I will be working with sir according to his guidance, according to his supervision, and we will be performing a lot of innovative works in this field. We all know that this type of technology is developing very fast every day, and therefore the legal arena has also to work with equally fast way. So we have to keep on our understanding, our learning, our knowledge about this particular field. And hereby, I am very much fortunate that persons like Professor Dr. Mall Sahab and George Mall Sahab and Madam Anjalika is here. And I hope that she will be properly guiding us and enlightening us, like giving us a torchlight how to go ahead with. So with this, in fact, we will be meeting with a joint meeting will be there of the two centers. that is IOGA and Center for Cyber Law and Innovation shortly, wherein we will decide. But of course, as our close friend Professor Bhandari Sahab has already said that we are going to organize one international conference, which we had discussed long back. Before that, we are planning to, that sir, if with your kind permission, we will be launching a workshop first. Because person should know what is this. Until my faculty should understand, my students should understand. Because our examination is there from 15. So many of them are my students, they could not join today. So that is, but so someday after the examinations are over, it will be there in the month of February, March or April, whatever it is. We will have a good workshop to educate them, to enlighten them about this, but the fast developing technologies. And then after that, we will go ahead with all the joint ventures we will plan, which we plan further. As you are already in the field, you are organizing the different courses. We will also organize here. In fact, sir, I was so much impressed with your with you that when I joined in Icfai University, my first point was to open a honors course in cyber law. I started working on it, and I'm very much thankful to Prachi that who has prepared all syllabus and everything. But then I found that we are lacking in expertise. And because of that lack, I thought this is not the time to start. So with your good wishes and with your guidance and guidance of our Professor John Mall Sahab and Angelika and others, in future, maybe in a year or so, we'll start some honors course, and before that, we'll start some other certificate and diploma courses to acquaint ourselves fully with all these things. And sir, we have already spoken about what ventures we are going to take, so I will not repeat them. But then, sir, I'm very much fortunate and blessed that I'm there with you today, and our Professor John Mall Sahab and Angelika Madam and Prachi, Vian Saxena Sahab, our Honorable Vice Chancellor Sahab, and Madam Monica Madam, and others are there to support. I know, sir, you are having a very good expert field, very good experts with you. So we'll be capable of performing a lot of more activities in future. With this, I thank everyone. Thank you very much, sir.
Just a footnote. I fully endorse your idea of conducting a program, kind of workshop, and soon we will have a close interaction between us, and we will charter out the calendar of activities, taking into account your examination schedule and other activities. And definitely, we have a pool of experts from different countries, USA, Germany, Cyprus, England. They are associated with us as an honorary member or as a advisory board members for the academy. And definitely we will bring their expertise for our activities, and we will surely conduct series of programs after mutual consultation. So we are always with you, and thank you for reposing faith and confidence in us.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Prachi, word of thanks.
Sir, with your permission, I would like to give the
thank you.
Sure, madam, sure.
Thank you. Yes. So I thank the Vice Chancellor of Icfai University, Dehradun, for blessing this signing of MoU. And we thank the Dean Icfai Law School, Professor Yugal Kishore, under whom this signing ceremony has been done and who has given this idea, and also got us in touch with Professor M.K. Bhandari. I thank Professor Bhandari for his enthusiasm and interest in taking forward the activities of cyber law, and we are sure that under his guidance and his association with Icfai University, the Cyber Center is going to do very well. So we thank you, sir, for being interested and helping us to take forward this very important topic of cyber law, cyber security, Bitcoin, and IoT and other technologies which are playing an important role worldwide. We thank Professor George Mould for his participation in today's program, and we wish that he also associates with us for taking forward this knowledge sharing and sharing of expertise on this area of technology with our students and faculties. Thank you, sir, for being with us. We also thank Angelica for being with us and in taking forward this whole program. I would also like to thank Prachi madam, who has been very instrumental in conducting this successful MOU and has been handling the cyber cell very effectively and has been wonderful in taking forward the ideas which Professor Yugal Kishore has initiated. So thank you, sir, and thank you, Prachi, for all that we are going to do for Icfai Law School and Icfai University, Dehradun. Thank you all the participants for being here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Namaskar, sir. Best of luck, sir.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
so nice. So
all
best
of
of all.
hello,
So very
Angelica.
best of luck to our association.
Oh.
Long live our association.
Yes, yes. So now the task begins from here. The real task begins from here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you. Namaskar.
Namaskar. Now you can close. Akhilesh ji, you can close now.